Hello guys, welcome in Unified IT Solution. Today we are going to discuss topic Splunk UF connection to the deployment server. So basically we are going to make a connection to the first client of our deployment server, and we'll see how we can proceed through direct configuration or via command line. So as of now guys, we have two instances. One is Splunk Universal Forward and one is Splunk Enterprise into our system. So I will going to show you once again that what service is running in our system right now. So you can see here is Splunk D is running, here is Splunk Forwarder is running. So we don't have a separate server for indexer, searcher and deployment server. So I will just show you how you can make a through one instance and make a connection to the Splunk Universal Forwarder. So first of all we'll see this is our Splunk Enterprise is running, and where you can see all the deployment server setting. If you go to the setting, click on the forwarder management, you will see that there's no forwarder management enabled as of now. So there's no switch button you can on and off to manage the deployment server, to make it as a deployment server. So what you need to do, you have to go into the backend where it is installed. Go to that drive, like it is installed in my system program files, and into the Splunk folder like Splunk Enterprise. Go to the etc and go to the deployment apps. Inside the deployment apps you can create any first app that you wanted to give the name. So let's suppose I will create one app like test app, and inside that, so this is the formatting of the app, deployment apps, which will be deployed on universal forwarder. So I'll just make a local directory. Now we have created this app under the Splunk Enterprise inside the etc deployment app. So deployment app folder is only applicable on the deployment server. So if you go back to the your server and you just refresh this once, like we were on the same screen, so now you'll see that forwarder management is enabled on. So deployment server is nothing, is a forwarder management, as you know already. So uh, it's in enable right now, like it's automatically enabled once we created a one apps under the deployment tab directly. So if you click on apps, you will see that app name is visible. So once again I'm showing here, like you have to go forwarder management, and initially you'll go, you don't find anything, but once you create a folder inside that with that format, the name of the folder, and inside that local directory, it will enable your folder management. So now this will be act like a deployment server. So how would you connect to the deployment server to our universal forwarder? So there's a two way. Either you can going through the configuration. So this is the configuration in backend you have to update. I will go through that, where on which file we'll have to create. So or either you can set it to the deployment server, set it to the command line. I mean to say, set it to the command line. So to know the host name of the server, how would you know the host name, which machine it is running, like what is the name of the enterprise machine? So I will open in my system the command prompt. I will simply type the host name here. So you would see this is the Mr. Perfect. So I will just copy it, and you can copy it. Let's copy it here. Okay, and so this is the name. Okay, this is the this is the default port. And now you go to the backend, so you have to do this configuration into the backend of universal forwarder. So I'll show you which file we need to edit. So you have to go etc, like inside the program files folder etc. Now go to system local. So you see authentication server.conf web, but there's one file that we need to create it. It is deployment clients.conf file. So let's see if that is exist into the default folder, or it, so by default it is not exist anywhere, either in local either or default. So what we need to do, we need to create that. So guys, this file deployment client.file does not exist here. So what we can do is we can create the deployment file here and put all the details. So earlier we discussed like we can do it via command line as well as the configuration file. So right now we'll do the configuration file. So this is the file name we need to create on this location, and this is the content we need to push. So this is the stanza of the deployment client.conf file, and this is the name of your enterprise deployment server. So how you can get the name, you can just go here in your cmd, type the host name, you will get the host name of your server where the enterprise is installed. This is only specific windows, and for the your step would be same, but you have to just take care of your host name if you are doing on server. So you can check on this on windows server. If you're linux, so there are uname -a command. So we'll show you how you can do this in your server installation and connection with deployment server on linux as well. So I'll just copy this. I already copied and pasted it here. Now I just copy the name of this file. So I just don't want to type it, so I'll just put it here and text new file and paste that name. Now I will open this file, and second I think we need to check the extension as well. With the extension, display this think let's go. So this is in the end, it is coming txt. So it should, the extension of this file should be only .conf, not txt file. So here I think option should be there, show compare file name and extension. So you look at this. So I'll just rename this, and you have to be very carefully while creating any configuration file which is extension of the configuration file should be conf only. Now I will edit this with the any of the editor you can do it, and I will copy the content of this. I will paste it here. I will save it. So our deployment client is ready, and then I will go to the services and I will restart this. So you have to restart the universal forwarder, not the Splunk enterprise. I have restarted. Now we'll have to go and see the logs. Go here and where. So where the log is stored under the Splunk, where under the logs, and then again Splunk folder. The most important logs of the Splunk under the Splunk d.log file. You can open this and you can search for the keyword phone home. Maybe you will find it because we just restarted this, so you will find into the end of the file. So you see phone home thread is starting. We'll try sending the handshake message to ds. It is saying error not connected, but we'll wait, it will try, and we'll see if that is able to make the connection. So in windows this is the pane that we need to open it, close it, and open it again to see the latest logs always. Yeah, okay, good. So we are able to see the handshake is done and phone home is running. So now we should be able to see that into one of our clients. So we'll get the one client. How would you check it? You go again setting, forwarder management, and we are able to see the under the client, we are able to see one client and see the name when it was just 2 minutes before. Like we just add that file, created and restart the service, and it is there. And instance name, this is important guys. Mr. Perfect, the instance name I have given -uf with my PC name because I just wanted to recognize with the particular name that UF and SE. So this one I already set it into my universal form. Might be I'll create a different short video on this, and I will show you how you can give this change this name for enterprise. And today also I change my enterprise server name so we can easily identify UF and uh, deployment server. You can see earlier it was just Mr. Perfect. Right now it's Mr. Perfect SC, like Splunk Enterprise. But this is how we can connect the universal forward through the to the deployment server, and this is through the configuration file. And these are this is basic configuration file we can do and connect. And later we'll see how we can deploy the apps. Now its connection is happened, and deployment apps we can deploy, and we'll see into the next video. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and kindly support our channel via subscribe, share and comment. Thanks a lot.